Popular department store Target is now promoting gender-neutral clothing ahead of Pride Month, and one of their latest collaborations has some turning heads.
The collaboration with a company called Tomboy X, a queer-owned brand, is promoting compression tops, a comfortable alternative to chest binders, as well as packing underwear, bras, and boy shorts.
But is promoting wearing chest binders for someone who considers themselves, quote, a tomboy going too far? Joining us now to discuss is host of Tony Katz Today and Eat, Drink, Smoke, Tony Katz, and Vice President of TAG Strategies, Aaron Perini. And Tony, I'll start with you. Whether somebody wants to be gay or whatever they're inclined, I think the concern that I have when I see this kind of thing is, isn't there an age, you know, in Target, you're thinking a lot of little kids in there and see this kind of thing that's just kind of confusing. We're talking too much about sexuality. The kids that just want to go outside and play. Well, let's hope they want to go outside and play.
As opposed to staying in and gaming, which I'm also
exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
The real argument here, the real conversation here is a question of, can children decide their own gender? And the answer is no. And I'll have that conversation with anyone, anywhere, at any time. Children need to be protected more often than not from themselves. I didn't say that there aren't kids who don't feel a certain way or maybe think a certain way. The question is, are they allowed to act out upon that? And the answer is no. That is for adults to do. Children can't make this decision. They can't make medical decisions for themselves. And what they're trying to do here, these kinds of moves, are to somehow make it a very normalized conversation of children having agency over themselves, and children don't have agency over themselves. That's why they're children. And when people push to have kids be able to make the decision that they can decide for themselves medical care, or they can decide for themselves any level of health care, they can decide for themselves, kids, of course, you know, they want kids to be able to vote. If kids have agency, then what is the role of the parent? It's a very ugly, dark, evil, slippery slope, and one that needs to be fought with everything in us as a rational society.
Yeah, Tony, well said. Let's take a look. Here's some of the items being sold under this collaboration. They're promoting packing underwear for adults. I that one. I was about to say I don't even know what that is, and then I figured it out.
Okay, it's funny you say that, because I saw this.
Oh, look, we have pictures.
I had to look it up.
Okay.
It makes it look like you're packing something in your underwear.
There you go. All right.
Even if you're not.
Yeah. Adult briefs and compression tops.
Go on, you can't.
So I just lost my audio. One
Aaron, if you're still with us, I think we lost Katrina here. But again, the topics for kids, it's like we should just let them grow up. At a certain time, these things get addressed. But is Target the place for this, for these kinds of products? I think one could ask the question.
I think that's a completely fair question. And it seems that the left in this country is becoming more and more radicalized to where they almost want to cancel childhood at this point. They want to push, whether you see it at Disney or you see it at Target, you see it at these big companies where they are pushing this woke left ideology into the mainstream at a younger and younger age. And we have seen the left make moves to try and indoctrinate people at a younger and younger age. You have seen that at universities where they've tried to do it. You've seen Democrats float trying to raise or lower, the voting age in this country so that they can bring more people in. They think if they get them younger and they put all of these thoughts in their head that somehow they will become staunch Democrat voters, but that's not the reality here. What they're doing is alienating an entire sect of their shopping class, of their supporters, or of the people who would patronize their business by doing things like this. Instead, let kids be kids. Let parents be parents, and let them live their lives without attempting to put all this woke ideology into 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old head.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of time being spent on like grooming these kids for something. It just feels really creepy. Now, Target reps have confirmed that the collection marks the first time the retailer has stocked compression tops in stores. A huge move for queer youth who don't have access to gender-affirming products, they say.